RCKicks. On today's show, we finally get round to painting up the body for the Schumacher XLS. It's taken me a few days to get back into this because I had a few other personal things going on and going away, finishing off Christmas and stuff like that. Also, the Hobeo Hyper VS turned up, so I was a bit distracted. It was like, ooh, this is a bit new, and so I've quickly painted the body up on that. Nothing super special. I just blew it in white and then backed the windows with a bit of smoke. Threw a few stickers on. I will add a few more stickers as they kind of turn up and things like that. Brushless motor is in, but I need some bullet connectors because it didn't come with any, so they're coming. I've got a 3S battery. I don't know whether I'm going to pick up a 4S. We'll see. And then it's pretty much ready to go, and then I'll take it out and bash it. I've got some Badland tyres and wheels coming because I'm more likely to drive that in the forest close by me. Whether I'll sell these tyres or not, I don't know. I haven't glued them on because I might sell them to recoup some of the cost of the Badlands. Anyway, so that's kind of what's been distracting me for the last few days, which has stopped me doing this. I was planning on painting this yesterday, but I just didn't really feel it. So I painted that instead because that's a lot easier. That's just one colour, blew it in. Whereas this is 3 colours. Also, there's like a bit of a V in the middle, so you've got to get it right. So I didn't really feel it, so I put it off. But today I'm feeling a bit more with it, so I can concentrate a little bit more. So the plan is to get this painted today. I've been itching to paint this. Well, I'm itching to see the result, but I'm painting it. It's a lot of masking and things like that. So there we go. What am I waiting on this? Some of the tyres have turned up. I'm still waiting on the front tyres and the front inserts. I haven't glued these either. I'm waiting on some glue to arrive because I wanted some flexible glue. I didn't just want to use some super glue. So I thought I would try. So I sort of looked around and found a few recommendations. So I'll try it out myself. If it's any good, I'll let you know what it was. But I've never used it, so there's no point me recommending it yet because I have no idea if it's rubbish or good. I've used super glue in the past, but it tends to blow if you give it a bit more beans, and that has definitely got some beans in it. Right, so I need to dig out the mask, the window masks, which I pray are in the box. If they're not, I'll have to make some. Hey, great. What else? I'm waiting on a pinion for this one because I don't have the correct pinion for it. Electronics are in the box down there somewhere, so I'll probably try and add that depending on how the paint job goes today. Postman might turn up today and bring me the other tyres, so we will see while I'm filming this. I hope you all guys had a lovely New Year's and spent time with your friends and family. Don't forget to subscribe, like. There is tons of content coming to RCKicks now that I'm only working 3 days a week, which gives me way more time to produce more content for you. Also, check out Facebook. There's a RCKicks Facebook group, and we're on Instagram, which my wife now runs the Instagram side of it. So if you want to see her humiliating me with random stupid photos, more than taking photos of cars, go and check out Instagram. It's RCKicks.com. So she'll be managing that one because I just can't keep up with all your comments and the Facebook and the YouTube and stuff like that. So I had to delegate, beg, that's right, beg, yes, for her to look after that. So that's the plan. Anyway, that's about everything I can cover at the moment. So let's crack on and get this painted. So first, decal, window masks. Yes, window masks. Do I have any? Please let me say I have some. I'll be right back. Right, I did find some window mask decals for the XLS body in the box, which was great because that saved a bit of time. Now I'm going to do something a little bit unconventional. Now this may work or it may not, I don't know, so don't go using my way as the best way. Now the car is split into 3 colours. You've got yellow at the front, then you've got a red band, and then you've got black at the back. Now you would normally do the black at the back first, then the red, and then the yellow, which means you mask up for the black, then you mask up for the red, then you mask up for the yellow. Well, I'm a lazy ass, so I can't be asked to do that. So I came up with this genius plan, because I am genius. I'm just going to do the red line. Then all I have to do is remove the masking for the black, spray the black, then remove the masking for the yellow and spray the yellow. Thus, less masking. Also, I'm not masking over paint I've already sprayed, which I don't like doing because you can peel it off and destroy everything. So I've now edged the red stripe and covered the body. So the plan is spray the red again, then back it in white. Then once that's done, remove the back section, leaving the everything from there back. Spray the black again, then do the front, take the front off, spray the front, then back the whole lot in white. So the idea of backing the red in white is to protect it from the black, because the black is going to overspray onto it, but it would change the colour, and I want it to pop. So by me putting down a few layers of white, even though the black will then go over the top, it won't change the colour because it will be backed in white. If that makes any sense. Now this could fail miserably, I honestly don't know. Also, another thing I found really difficult is that band of red is not, it's kind of curves and then it curves down. I've looked at a load of pictures of people's have done it slightly, other people have done it slightly different. So I've kind of gone with what I kind of hope is going to work. It's really difficult to get it because it goes over the hump of the nose, then it goes down and then it drops off. Now, obviously, when you're looking at it from the side, it doesn't really matter. But when you hold it up and you look at it to try and get it even on both sides, very tricky. Another tip, what I found worked, was it was better to flip the body over, then do on the outside a line of with the edging tape until I'm happy with it, then flip it over and actually put the correct the inside mask in following the lines. That was a lot easier, especially for the line closest to the nose. Another mistake I made, you can see where this is all going, can't you? Is when you put edging tape, which is what I've used for my line, there's a thickness. So your red paint will come up to this line, not this line. So if you edge with the tape, you must make sure that the edge is where you want it. Now what I did is great, is I edged to the line as that's where I want it, but I messed up the thickness a bit. So the line is correct like this, but if I'd have masked up the other way and just sprayed the black, I'd have to move the line, and I wasn't doing that. I've actually put the line in for painting red first. If I was going to paint black first, the white bit would have to be below it. If that makes any sense, because can someone explain it to me? But I now have the edging of what I want for the red, and I'm going to do it in PS2, which I pray is the right red. I may check. I have a few reds, but I'm pretty sure it's just PS2, PS5 and PS6, which is just the blue, the black, blue is the red, the black and the yellow. So let's get painting and see if this is a genius idea or a complete bloody disaster. I'll be right back when I spray the red. Well, we won't know until I spray the black. The red will go on, then I'll back it in white, and then it will be the black. And after I take the black, after I paint the black, we should start to know if it's worked or if I'm buying another body and doing it all over again. Right, look, I've got personal protection stuff. Look, none of this getting happy painting. So painting is now not as much fun as it used to be, but since I'm doing so much painting these days, it was probably a wise move. What else to tell you? Oh yeah, a few other little bits and pieces. I had a problem where my motors were just rolling all over the place and I couldn't find any way of like showing them off. So I found these on eBay. They had little like mounts for like mounting up motors, but they are brilliant at just having as little stands. So I'm guessing I could mount them on the wall, I suppose. And they were dirt cheap, absolutely dirt cheap. So I bought a load of them so I can just mount my motors when I'm not using them. So a little tip for you. I think they were a few £. I found them on eBay. I don't know the guy or anything like that, but I thought that's pretty cool. So there's a nice little hack for you if you want to show off some of your motors on your shelves or anything. And they're just a few bucks. So there you go. Anyway, I digress a little bit. So let's go paint this and see what happens. I'll be right back. Keep your fingers crossed. This could go really badly. Hi, well, I painted the red. Good news, bad news. I had a few challenges as well. So painted down the red, and the red has come out okay. I got 2 or 3 fish eyes. I don't know if you know what fish eyes are, but in the paint sometimes you get some contaminant pushes the paint out of the way and you get these little dots. They're called fish eyes. But I managed to keep going over the top and it filled it in, and it wasn't a problem. Must have, because I washed out the body with soap and water and stuff. But there was one. I wasn't too panicky because that's where the Japanese sticker goes for the flag, so it wasn't the end of the world. But then I was fixating on that, and then I wanted to see what it was like, and then I peeled off the masking to check and realised I forgot to back it in white. So now when I paint the black, I'm going to be backing red into black, which is going to make it darker. There's not a lot I can do. I'm not going to remask it all up. It would take me ages. I'd have to wait till tomorrow to give the paint a chance to dry. So I'm just going to go with it. It means the red will be slightly darker, but it is what it is. Yeah, I'll try and keep off the red as much as I can, but the black goes right up against the red. The edging came out okay. I fixed a little bit of it with the Tamiya polycarbonate paint. On the upright struts, you get a little blow through, but that wasn't a problem. The line is nice and sharp, so I'm quite happy about that. There is a little imperfection in this turn here. Luckily, the number 1 goes over it. So I think I've got away with it, but I'm a bit worried it's going to go a bit dark. So next, I'm going to back it in black and see how that goes. While I was doing that, the postie turned up and he brought me the front tyres and inserts. So I fitted those, so they're waiting to go. And also he brought me the glue that I ordered. So I ordered this glue called Zappa Gap. Now I was looking through a few of the forums, and one guy recommended this stuff because it's a bit pliable, but then it does go and set. It's also flexible as well. So I'll try it. I have no idea. Not quite sure how the cap thing works, but hey, I'll figure it out. Hope it's not a one-shot deal. I've got a few different sizes. So I'm going to glue up these tyres. Also, I need to glue up the tyres on the Hyper VS. So that's why I bought quite a lot. That's for the Hyper VS. One to do these, and then one spare one if I like it or not. Right, let's back it in black and see how that pans out. What an idiot. I should have backed it in white. Too busy watching YouTube channels, videos on RC stuff. You know who you are. RC Retro with his flashy bits he's found. Damn King Cab tyres that I can't get anywhere. Anyway, right, I'm going to blow the black in and then I'll come back and I'll see what other random mistakes I've made. Be right back. So that's the black and the red done. Yeah, it's okay. I'm having a bit of an issue with the red lifting at the front here. I've had to go back and tweak a few bits, because once you lay the yellow down, that line needs to be super sharp. And going on the sticker layout, there's not that much you can do to hide from it. Right, let's get the yellow down and we'll find out. Then I've got to do the spoiler. The spoilers actually looks quite easy, so that's not too much of a problem. I'll be right back and we'll see if we've absolutely ruined it or not. Right, we're getting there. I've demasked it and I've blown the windows in with a bit of a smoke. Smoke, is that what you call it? Yeah, smoke. PS31 smoke. Came out okay in the end. The red is a little bit darker than I would like, but that's obviously because I backed it in black because I'm an idiot. The yellow came out fine, little bit of ghosting there. However much I try and protect the panels, I always get some like dusting overspray. And it's soft enough that I'm not going to go back and cut it all out and repaint it. I don't have enough PS6 yellow either, so I don't really want to stop. And it's okay, you can just about see it. I'd have to cut out quite a large section of the yellow to then blow it back in again. And this will be a driving car, this one, so I'm not that bothered, but you can barely see it. It just looks like a slight wisp of a shadow. Luckily, that because of the way it folds down, it looks like it's light more than the actual spray job. Driving up the wall, lines came up okay, reasonably sharp. I can't really tell on there, can you? There we go. So they're all right. The windows were fine. So now I've got the stickers to do. Now I've got, so like I said before, I've got the original ones from MCI, because obviously they're modified for the Riri, so there's ones that are not quite the same. So I'll mix and match the correct ones on the car. I'm now painting the wing. The wing is a pain in the backside because it's so thin and so long in these sections that you have to basically pull it open and spray inside. But because when you do that, you're trying to get in there, but you end up putting too much of a thick layer, so you have to take your time with it and slowly do it, and then kind of pry it open and spray the paint in, and eventually you kind of get there. One side's looking almost there, but the other side needs a little bit more, so that's taken a bit of time. While that was drying, I zoomed out to the post office and posted out more stickers for the people that requested them. If you would like your own RCKicks stickers, go over to Facebook, RCKicks Facebook page, and pinned to the top is how you can get your own RCKicks stickers. So I shunted out a load more. Hopefully you should all be getting them soon, because the post office has been completely rubbish over the Christmas period, but now we've come out the other side, things should move on, because I just post them as a letter. So hopefully you'll get them soon if you've ordered them already. I was a bit late sending a few out as well, so sorry about that. But I do it as a bit of fun. What it costs me to ship them is pretty much what you pay for them. It's just for a laugh, because I really want to see your photos of where you stick them. So if you receive them, stick them on something, send us a photo, put it on Facebook or Instagram, and tag it to us, because I'd love to have a see it. While I was there, I picked up this box that I had to pay import tax on and handling fee. So yes, I had to pay a great, how much did they ask me to pay? £23, which is about what, nearly $28-30, just so I could get this after I paid for it. But I don't get tax back from the country it leaves either, so you kind of end up paying tax twice. But getting what's in this box in the UK is super hard anyway. So while I'm waiting for that to dry, I thought I would show you this. So let's have a look, let's have a look, let's have a look. This should be, apart from a puzzle to get into, this is a expensive motor from, oh God, Jesus, the box is done well. Yes, I know I should get a knife to open this stuff, I know. Here we go. Well, it's an even more expensive motor now. I've had to pay handling fee. Not that I'm bitter or anything. Bloody daylight robbery. Right. But if you want one of these, you can't really get them in the UK. And it is a Le Mans high-speed Kyosho motor box almost mint condition. So let's take a look at this, shall we? Okay. So it comes with everything. There's the cables. So it's never been run, never been used. Instruction manual. I love these. These are really cool. So I'm not sure what I'm going to put this in. And there we go. Absolutely beautiful. Stunning. Absolutely stunning. So I'm not sure where I'm going to put that. We'll have to wait and see. But it will go into something. Ow. So yeah. So what's next? Next I've got to finish painting up the rear wing, which is probably going to take me a little while. And then I'm going to cut out all the stickers and fit all the stickers. So I'll finish up painting the wing and then I'll come right back. See you soon. So it's been a few seconds for you, but actually in reality it's been a few days. Now things have been a bit manic and I've kind of run through a few other projects and stuff like that, so I've kind of come back to this. The last thing that you just saw was me putting the last bit of paint down, but I've kind of skipped over a few steps and I'm now at the point where the car is pretty much finished. I had a bit of an issue where when I painted the red section, I was distracted, so I didn't back it in white, and then it got backed in black when I did the other side of it. So it's changed the colour of the red to be very dark, and I don't like it, not even slightly. It stops the car from being very vibrant and makes it quite dark looking. Obviously I've got the black tyres on, so the whole thing looks very black. But I have got the spike tyres somewhere, so I'm going to try and put them back on. But really I kind of lost, with the whole project's been kind of fighting with it all the time, and now I've got to the point where I made a bit of a mistake on the body. Paintwork's not brilliant, it's not my finest work. Mainly that's because I kind of started to fall out of love with it and I was rushing it a little bit and things like that. So it's okay, you know, it's fine. It's going to be a runner. So I've kind of come to terms with the car because I wasn't sure whether it was going to be a shelf queen and I was going to like it mainly for its looks. So it's kind of a cloud with a silver lining, is that I haven't fallen in love with the car. I've actually fallen out of love with the car more than when I purchased it in the box because of my friend having one back in the day, which means it's going to be my runner. That's why I now have these tyres instead of the spike tyres, and it's going to be my rig for testing brush motor speeds and things like that, as well as I'll do some driving videos and things like that. So I thought it would make quite a nice car to have as a test rig for electronics, for motors predominantly. Changing the motor on this car is actually quite easy, but this car currently will only take brushless, but that's fine because I've got lots of brushless car motors to test. I've got a lot of Koisho motors that I'm really looking forward to running some speed tests, and I'm going to get a GPS speed tracker soon, so that will fit quite nicely on the top here. So that's what this car is going to become. It's going to become a bit of a workhorse. Whether I'll upgrade it or not depends on how it drives. The only kind of factor that's sort of not taken into the equation yet is I still haven't driven it. I've fitted a servo, a very fast Savox servo, because I wanted it to be very nimble. And I'm going to put in this vintage Quantum LRP electronic speed controller because I want to be able to run pretty much all brushed, all different levels of brushed, and that's what this will actually do for me. This can actually run quite a few motors. It's not limitless, but it's pretty good, and it's tiny too, so that fits in with my whole idea, as well as I'll be running a lot more on tarmac and things like that, hence the tires, so I now have those as well. So that's kind of my plan for it. Maybe once I start driving it I'll fall in love with it again from that point of view, but even if I don't, that's what this car is going to be used for. So I'm not that protective of the body and stuff like that. I might even get a new body and paint it to match how my friend had his, which was basically he had the whole car painted in camel yellow, which I have, so I might do one like that, but I can't for the life of me remember what his stickers were. I think all the stickers he had on it was his number, which is the old generic round sticker with the number on it, but I can't remember his number, and there's no photographs either, so I'll probably do a homage to that maybe. So there you go. So what in conclusion can I say to you about this kit? Not for the beginner. I highly recommend that if you're new to building cars, there is much more enjoyable cars. I'm not saying you can't build it, it's just the enjoyment factor for me was not really there. It took a lot longer than I thought. It's just finicky. Everything is, oh, I just put that, oh, I can't, okay, oh, I've done that, right. Now I just want to, I can't do that, you see what I mean? So you get bogged down on every step. Do I like the look of the car afterwards? Yeah, it's pretty much what I remember. It's very, very narrow, so I like this kind of cab slung look. So as long as you get the body to sit super low, I've used Velcro around the sides, which also makes it very strong, so I can easily mount a camera on here and things like that. Yeah, don't like the black wheels, prefer the silver rims. So I might even get to the point where I put the silver rims on these, but I've glued these down now. Have I not glued them down? Well, I haven't done that back one. Did I not glue these down? I think I started gluing them, but I didn't finish them. Oh, okay, this tire I haven't done. Oh, I must go back and do this tyre, or is it just the front I haven't done? Anyway, I need to check because that tyre's not glued on this edge, so I must have missed it. But, you know, there we go. So I'm not too fussed about it, and I'm not overly protective about it. So it'll be interesting to see what it can actually do. And that's kind of the point of this car, as well as the look, is obviously it's a homage to a car that won the championship, which was a racing car, hence the stickers and things like that. So it's kind of beautiful and not at the same time. But there you go. So the next video I'm going to do is a running video of this car once I throw in a motor and solder up all this stuff like that. But thanks very much. Please like and subscribe. Don't forget to go over to Facebook, check us out. Also on Instagram under RCKicks.com you can find us. And I'm also on TikTok. Woo, look at me down with the kids. Whatever the hell TikTok is. But basically, from my point of view, it's just putting on very short little movies, behind the scenes stuff that are like 20 seconds. Well, whether I'll keep doing it or not, I don't know, but the kids seem to like it. So obviously staying bang on trend with the youngsters, because they all watch this channel. Anyway, thanks very much. See you on the next one. Bye bye.